Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm outside. Impromptu recording, but I just wanted to talk and kind of just get it out. Because I was reflecting on something today regarding Mars and Venus in astrology. Mars and Venus and how to really understand what it is your soul truly desires in this lifetime. Because Mars and Venus are both connected to our desire nature, right? They both rule these aspects of our lives regarding things that we want, things that we're attracted to, things that we attract, right? Especially with Venus, because oftentimes what we attract is kind of, we're sending out a frequency, we're sending out, some sort of invitation that's attracting that thing towards us. Whereas Mars, we're kind of pulled towards it. Okay, Mars, it becomes a desire that we externalize. We go out to kind of get it or acquire it or conquer it, if you will. Especially with Mars being masculine. So Mars has this ability to dominate energy or exert its free will. And let's just focus on Mars for a little bit, because one thing I believe about Mars is that your Mars sign in astrology, when you're really tapped into Mars and you're using your Martian energy in a way that's aligned with your purpose or what your soul wants to express in this lifetime, I suppose that's the language I'll use, you'll find that Mars propels you forward in the right direction. Mars propels you forward in a way that your energy is sort of, you're exerting your influence, you're exerting your free will in a way that creates abundance for other people. It kind of touches on that higher octave of Jupiter. And we're kind of uniting the masculine planets here, right? We're Sun, purpose, expression, Jupiter, abundance, and Mars, action, right? When all three of those, that triangle, that fire trine is activated, all of a sudden you have spiritual fulfillment. This is why Mars is kind of, you don't really want to overlook Mars in your chart, because when you combine Mars with Sun, you are able to sort of produce some really magnificent results. Now, the thing with Mars, okay, Mars is motivation, Mars is aggression, Mars is our sense of ambition, right? Mars is really activated by things that we want to acquire or get or take action in order to sort of accomplish or obtain. But Mars is also connected to our sexual desire, our sexuality, right? And so oftentimes, right, what you'll see with Venus too, right? I don't know what other word to use than undisciplined, right? Or unconscious, I'll say. Mars and Venus, right? Can be attracted to its own destruction, right? The sexuality wants to sort of undo itself or collapse in on itself because it's chaotic. There's no order. There's no consciousness. And so, you see this in so many people who pursue relationships for the sexual benefits and don't think about the other ramifications that you get from it. People who attract partners that are not good for them, partners that have them acting out these unconscious dynamics, often parental, with the partner, right? And so you see the situation where Mars can be used for our greatest good, and yet Mars is also weighed down by its desire. In a way, it's weighed down by its instinctual nature, because and Mars doesn't like to think, Mars likes to sort of do. So Mars Mars takes even more consciousness, because it has to act with intention. It has to act with intention. It cannot act unintentionally. Otherwise, it will cause chaos. It will cause harm. So Mars and Venus become keys keys to understanding what it is that we truly desire and want from our lives in this lifetime, and how we can sort of align ourselves to really pursue those things in a conscious manner, especially when you think about the signs that Mars are connected to, Aries and Scorpio. Both of these signs, Scorpio especially, invites a self-interrogation. They invite the native to sort of use the energies consciously, otherwise they become destructive. Scorpio, destructive. Aries, destructive when undisciplined or unmature. Because these energies are just focused on what they desire and they're not thinking about the consequences, the implications. Aries becomes impulsive. Scorpio becomes obsessive. Okay? Especially Scorpio, because Scorpio needs to be very, very careful that their ambition, right, is not completely dominating their life. There is more to life than what you desire, Scorpio. And you have to be careful about your path to acquire these things, because it can become very self-destructive, very obsessive for the Scorpio native. Aries can be very much the same way. You know, so Mars energy, you need to use it consciously. You need to use it consciously. You need to study, where is Mars in my chart? What sign is it in? Okay, what aspects is Mars making? Okay, is this Mars balanced or unbalanced? Am I activating my Martian energy enough? What is this, especially when you think about Mars in a sign, right? To give an example, Mars in Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius in a conscious expression is going to tap into that Jupiter, where it's teaching. It is using that fire to sort of spread wisdom or enlighten others. Okay, this is Sagittarius when it's really tapped into that Jupiterian energy. It's using its experience and the knowledge it's collected in life to guide and inspire others. Or even form a philosophy or a doctrine that allows one to live to the fullest or live in a conscious manner. Whereas, you know, Mars in Sagittarius negatively, unconsciously, it's going to tap into this negative aspect of Jupiter where it is dogmatic. Okay, Mars in Sagittarius, all of a sudden, the ambition is tied to selfish pursuits. It's not really thinking about other people. It's thinking about its expansion of one's own ego, right? I'm going to do this because it'll make me look good. I'm going to help these people. I'm going to teach these people. I'm going to guide these people because I'm going to look good. Here you can see like the pastor that's maybe a little too dogmatic, or kind of the cult leader even. I'm just giving that example to tell you, right? How are these energies sort of getting expressed in your own life? Venus too, because you want to integrate both of them. You want to understand how these energies are playing out within you so you can accept them and integrate them. And when I say integrate, it's really conscious application, right? How is this energy getting expressed right now within me? And how can I bring it, how can I sort of accept that this is a part of myself, and also sort of prospect and think about, discern your way into a more aligned way of being. And to do that, you really need to look at your life, right? Am I in the place where I want to be? You know, what is going on around me? What is externally happening around me? Do I keep running into roadblocks? Am I experiencing abundance? Is there ease, flow in my life? Can I meet the challenges in my life? You know, you have to sort of be introspective and have a relationship with your own existence. But that's sort of where I'll end off this video today. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was informative for you. Hope you took something from this. If not, that's okay too. But you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed.